YouTube. Right, so this is gonna be probably like the first proper vlog. Just going for a quick ride. Ooh, so good to be back on the bike. We need to fill in the petrol. Yeah, so this is more of a test more than anything. I just wired the microphone inside and just want to see how it sounds, to be honest. Ooh, that was nice. Yeah, so I just want to see how it sounds, the microphone, because right now it feels a bit weird to talk because the cheek pads are kind of pressing on my cheeks, so it's just a bit weird. I hope I don't bite my tongue or anything. Just gonna go put some petrol in. Right, so what do we want? Right, there we go. Right, that's pretty much it. I love the sound of this bike. It just sounds so nice. And the thing is, this is just a slip-on, you know. I haven't done any, I haven't cut the bread box or whatever else needs to be done. It's just a slip-on, that's it. There's a Scorpion slip-on. What I thought I might do in this quick test vlog is just talk a little bit about the bike, you know, why I chose this, you know, what's my background. When I moved to London a couple of years after, I got a Honda CBR 500R. Sporty, it looks good, looks sporty. It's not too big, not too small. I mean, it's, what can I say, it's a pretty good starter bike, you know. So yes, of course, when I say starter bike, I don't really mean like, you know, just jumping directly in a 500. I just mean, hey, if you've ridden a 50cc or a 125cc, this is a pretty good, the CBR 500R, it's a pretty good starter big bike. Okay, so let's put it like that. So I had that for a couple of years, and then I moved out from the place where I was living, and I just didn't have the place. I didn't have the garage to keep it. And if you're not from UK, you know, I mean, it's probably the same everywhere. I would guess. You know, it's just not safe to keep your bike outside. So yeah, but now I thought. So that was what was it, like 4 years, 5 years? Yeah, around 5 years I think since I sold it. And now I thought it's time to get back on the bike. And then I was looking for something that it's obviously not too big, but at the same time a bit bigger than the 500 I had. So obviously the first obvious step will be to go for a 600. And you know, and even the jump from 500 to 600 is quite big in terms of power, you know. But I wanted something a little bit bigger than that, you know, something like a 700, an 800. And I do remember one of my friends had a Z900 that time, and plus, apart from this, the other criteria I had is to be a street bike, a naked bike, basically, because I've tried the CBR 500, which more or less was a sporty bike, even though the handlebars were a little bit raised just to make it more comfortable. Right, I'm actually curious. I'm just recording this now to see how it sounds when it's really windy. I'm hoping you can still hear me. So yeah, I wanted something different. I just wanted to try a different style, you know. I was never really into tracks and stuff like that. I just kind of preferred, you know, just taking a bike and just doing a bit of I don't know, just touring and, you know, just ride through the city and that kind of stuff. And I thought, okay, perfect. So, you know, a normal naked bike might be better, you know. And plus, I just wanted something which is not that aggressive on the position itself, you know. Now, like I said, the CBR 500 wasn't that bad, you know. Well, I have tested a few others, like CBR 600RR or some Suzukis as well, and yeah, the position was quite aggressive. And look, I'm now in my 20s, now I'm in my 30s, so I thought I just need to be careful with my back. So that's why I was thinking about a naked sport bike. And like I said, one of my friends had a Z800 back then when I was riding, and I thought, oh, that sounds good. It's kind of like in the middle. It's not a 600, it's not a liter bike, you know, like a 1000cc. So yeah, I kind of want something in between. I'm more of a techie person. I like my gadgets. I like my dash screens and stuff like that. So it had to be a new bike. It had to be something with new technology. Oh, actually, I wasn't even supposed to come through here. Okay, we're gonna turn around. Right, let's just turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Right, so what was I saying? Oh, I can't remember now. Oh, right, so technology. I wasn't that impressed with the Z900, the 2017 model, you know, 2017 to 2019. It was okay, but all they had is just ABS, and like I said, for me, I like something more than that. And of course, you have the KTM and a few others, which, you know, they have really nice dash screens and all sorts of stuff. And then the Z900 2020 model came in, you know, brand new TFT, riding modes, all sorts of stuff. So I thought, oh, okay, this is a pretty good option. If you look around at other bikes, yes, you might find others who are offering pretty much the same, but they are definitely more expensive. So, you know, I mean, one option was I think it was this Honda CB 650F or something like that, which again was it was a naked bike. And then what else was I looking at? I did look at the Yamaha MT-07, MT-09. Now, one thing I didn't want to, because my previous CBR, and this is again more or less was another criteria, my previous CBR had a parallel twin motor. Obviously I got used to how that sounds, but my friends with bigger bikes, they had the inline 4, so oh, who doesn't like an inline 4, the sound of it. So of course I wanted the inline 4. The Kawasaki Z900 was out of the question because it was an inline 4. The Z900 was the Honda CB 650F was again the newest model. I mean, triple is okay, but see when you're moving towards a triple, when you're moving towards a well, something like KTM, you're already looking at over 10 grand. Now, after doing lots of research, I found that this is more or less Kawasaki. It's a good brand, it's reliable, it's a good value for money. You know, I mean, I picked this up for, I can't remember now, but I think it was about 8 grand, you know. So looking at what you pay, I think it's a pretty good deal. So, and I really like the way it looks like. It looks very, very like street kind of progressive. I had this since December 2020, so literally just 4 months old. I've just done the service not long ago, so 600-mile service, and yeah, I really like the bike. I mean, I like the dash screen. I haven't really made much changes. You know, I know a lot of people are complaining about the mirrors, but I'm quite happy. Yes, I can see a bit of my shoulders, but just a little bit, you know. What else? Yes, I've put the longer, the taller Kawasaki windscreen, so this definitely helps. So I highly recommend this to anyone. And then I've also put the Scorpion slip-on. So now, see, this is the tricky part. When you try to find a slip-on, you know, you look online and just to hear how it sounds. But the sound online, you know, when you hear it through your headphones or through your laptop, it doesn't really. You don't really get to experience that real sound, you know, as when you are face to face. So it's a bit hard to judge. However, with that being said, after looking like quite a few different slip-ons, and I'm just talking about slip-on, right? I'm not talking about a full exhaust or deleting the bread box or anything like that. So just the slip-on, I found that the Scorpion one sounded so good. Plus it's cheaper. I mean, it's just 300. Was it 300? No, 300 and a bit that I paid just for the slip-on, you know. And now, of course, if I wanted to be louder, I can always like delete the bread box. But hey, the bike is in warranty, so I'm not gonna touch it. Plus, I live in a fairly nice neighborhood. I don't want to be too noisy, so that's why at the moment I'm quite happy with just a slip-on. So yeah, as I was saying, I had this bike for about, so December, I think it was mid-December, so I think you're looking at about 3 months so far, and honestly I've been very happy. I'm happy with the position. So this is my first naked / street bike, so it's more upright, of course, compared to a sport bike. But then again, I never really had a proper progressive sport bike, because the CBR 500 was the handlebars were raised a little bit just to be more comfortable, especially for commuting and that kind of stuff. So so yeah, this is pretty good. The only downside to any street bikes are naked bikes. The fact that obviously you don't really get that wind protection. But hey, the thing is, I'm not really planning to ride too much on motorways, you know. So for me, yes, I might ride half an hour on a motorway just to get somewhere, but most of the time I'll be spending my time riding on some windy roads. So oh, okay, so I think that's closed. Well, let's actually see if it's closed. Oh, and the other thing I was considering, again, just for the sake of trying, you know, I've recently started watching Sons of Anarchy, so I'm not sure who's a fan. If you're a fan, just drop a comment below. So yeah, I've watched Sons of Anarchy, and I thought, you know what, maybe I should get like a cruiser, you know, nothing big, you know, just like a small one. And I think again Kawasaki has like, I think it's called Vulcan or something. I'm quite happy with that, because again, I'm not the kind of person to you know, to ride too fast, you know. Yes, of course I like speed similar to anyone, but I just like touring, I just like riding around. I'm not really a track person. So, but after doing a bit of research, one thing I've discovered is the fact that you actually, even though it's like an upright bike, because of the position of your feet, because they're more forward, you are actually putting a lot of pressure on your back. Whilst with a street bike, your feet are literally more or less underneath you. Right, I don't have a navigation, so I'm not sure exactly that I know where I'm going. I remember I came here the other side, so the other direction, so I think I need to turn right. Yes, I need to turn right. So let's turn right here. Yeah, so the plan is literally just to, you know, it's quite a chill evening, summer. We're still waiting for the summer here in the UK. Apparently, actually, in the next couple of days, is on Tuesday, I think, we're gonna have 22 degrees, so that's like proper summer here. So looking forward to that. Right, so I need to find my way back to Peterborough. Oh yeah, and I forgot, so accessory wise, I've added the windscreen, the slip-on, and I've also added this wireless charger with also the vibration dampener from Quadlock, which is quite handy. But yeah, I definitely love the bike. It's just, especially from this side, it just looks like a beast, you know. It's definitely fattier than, for example, if you look at MT-07, even the MT-09. So, what am I planning to buy next for the bike? Well, there are a few things. I've actually ordered a top box. It's all about convenience, you know. Of course, I like the look of the bike without the top box, you know. It's always going to look better, but sometimes just, you know, for me it's also about convenience as well, so I'm happy to sacrifice the looks a tiny bit, you know, for adding a top box. And bear in mind that the top box is there really when you need it. So if I am to go shopping or something, you know, I'm just going to put the top box on. When I don't need it, I'll just take it off, you know. So really the only thing that's going to be there is just the plate itself, which doesn't look that bad. And then at some stage I'm also planning to get some engine protectors. What else? I'm not really planning to change too much, because I'm quite happy with the bike with the way it is right now, just, you know, stock. But yeah, I think there was something else. Oh yeah, previously, before getting the top box, I was thinking of a tail tidy, but of course now, because I'm adding the top box, it's better to keep that longer tail. Although, to be honest, even now it doesn't really bother me.